Do you play online games? Games like Minecraft or World of Warcraft or Clash of Clans, where you control some characters and then those characters can talk to other characters and you live in an online world. These are games that offer a lot of freedom because there isn't a clear end to the game and you can keep traveling and you can meet lots and lots of people, and games that are really popular. I don't really play online games, but a lot of my friends play online games. And it takes up a lot of their time, but it also gives them a lot of fun and enjoyment. Now, is it more beneficial for kids to play online games? Or should they not play online games at all? Or should there be a control or a limit on the number of hours they can spend playing online games? Here's an interesting video of two children who play online games, and they share what they learn from these games, right? Watch this video and see if you can pick out some reasons why online games are good and some reasons why online games are bad, and then we'll have a discussion about those reasons and also other reasons, because I'm sure you can think of some reasons on your own. You're incredibly smart, intelligent individuals. So watch this video.
A wooden pickaxe, right?
Yeah.
Why do you make it up? I'm playing Minecraft, and I like it because I just get to you get to build all this cool stuff, and they just add more things each time.
There.
Thank you.
Now could you go get 2 birch wood? That's it.
Yes, that's what I'm doing.
Don't turn it into planks.
I have 3 birchwood plants.
It's a voxel-based video game made in Sweden. It's a couple different biomes. Right now I'm in a beach biome with Olivia. And we're making an awesome house. Do I need to make a sign that says exit here?
No, I don't know where it is now.
I think I like the building because I'm a big fan of building stuff.
My favorite things about Minecraft are like playing with my friends, like Ian. Usually I need my brother's help, but I would like to make a castle sometime.
In Minecraft you could build in every map, everything. There's adventure maps, just all kinds of stuff. It's a very fun game, that is for sure.
Okay, what did you think? Now I'm sure you can empathize, or you can understand some of the points that those children are making in that video, even if you haven't played any online games, right? So let's try to figure out whether or not online games are good or bad, or what are the pros and cons of online games, and then ask this question, right? Should the government set a limit? Because that's what's happening in Korea. We have a policy called the shutdown policy or stamina policy, or some people call it the Cinderella policy, which says that you can only play for, a few hours, and then after that you have a limit. And I suppose that's generally a good thing, but the bigger question is whether or not you gain any benefits from playing those games at all. Because if there are no benefits, then why should you even play them for a few hours, okay? Understanding online games is pretty simple. We all have a few examples of online games. And these are games which you play online. You can meet other friends, through these games, and the different types of online games. Any game right now, today, has a kind of online feature. I can play FIFA, football online with people from other countries. I can play car racing and Need for Speed also online, right? But a lot of the games that we talk about also have these online worlds which you can explore, meet new people, build new things, and so on and so forth. So let's look at the con side first, right? The negative side first. Some reasons why online games might be bad or why you should restrict them. So what can you think of? Well, the first reason is maybe that people spend too much time on these online games, right? So it's a waste of time. Especially kids waste too much time on these online games. Because if you're a school kid, you should be going to school, you should be learning things, you should be studying, you shouldn't be playing online games, right? So that's the first reason, that it wastes time. The second reason is that it can be addictive. Remember the kid in the video was saying that he keeps thinking about these games, right? So even if you only play the game for 2 hours, you still think about the game after you play the game, or before you play the game. You're thinking about the strategy in the game. You're constantly wondering about all the different things that you could have done in the game. And so the game kind of, overly influences you and makes your life revolve around the game. So that can be a pretty bad thing, right? And that's what the games want you to do. They want you to play the games more and more and more. So that's the second reason why these games could be bad, that they could be addictive. What about a third reason? Can you think of a third reason? I can. That you can learn some negative things from these games. Sometimes these games teach you that you should be violent, that you should steal, that you should rob, that you should try to get as much things as you can, as quickly as you can. And that's the objective of a lot of these games, right? Because the game, you need to win the game. And in order to win the game, I need to get the most number of things in the least amount of time. And sometimes that justifies, that allows, that even encourages me to do some pretty bad things, right? So you see a lot of these games encourage violence, these games encourage you to steal, rob, and we say that's terrible things, right? That's a bad message to send. Have another idea? I have one. The last one I'm going to give you on the negative aspect. And that is sometimes the bad things that happen in life between individuals can happen on these games. And that's something that's very unique with online games. Because, someone will say if it's a violent game, it doesn't have to be online, right? Because I can just be doing violent things on my own. But in an online game, you're playing with other people from other countries and people who are largely anonymous. You don't know them, right? They could be young, they could be old, and they can treat you in a disrespectful, rude, and just generally bad way, right? So the same way you can have bullying in schools, you also have bullying online. And online bullying can sometimes be a lot worse than offline bullying, right? Because in school, at least as a teacher, there's someone there who can see and who can control, manage this bullying, but that doesn't happen online. It's pretty much free. And you could be playing with like a 40-year-old who is going to steal all your coins and then call you really bad names, and it will overexpose you to these very, very negative influences. Those are the 4 bad things that could happen with online games. What were they again? Number 1, it wastes time. Students should be spending the time studying. Number 2, it's addictive. The games want you to play them more and more and more, and then you just keep thinking about them all the time. Number 3, you can learn some pretty bad things from these games. And number 4, you can meet some bad people, and there's less control over those bad people on the online games, right? So right now, online games sound like a pretty bad thing. But is there a reason or any reason why you should play them? Any positive things that you could get from these games? Can you think of any? I have a few. Let me give them to you. The first one is that kids have a right to have fun, right? Everybody has a right to have fun. And having fun is good for you. And if I play online games and those online games teach me some great things, then, or even if it doesn't teach me anything, right? It helps me relax. I have fun killing monsters, I have fun playing football, I have fun racing cars, and that fun removes stress from my mind, that fun helps me relax, that helps me become a nicer, better, calmer individual, and that's good for me, right? So we think that brings balance, and that's a great thing, and fun on its own is positive. And sure, there may be other ways to have fun, but this is the way that's good for me, that's easy, that's actually not that harmful compared to, I don't know, playing some games that could hurt me. More than that, I can also learn some things from these games, right? I can learn, a lot of these games are really good to develop my hand and eye coordination, and that's been scientifically proven. If the same way kids figure out how to use building blocks and Legos to do things, you're working with the coordination between your hands and your eyes. And like super game players have really high reflexes. So you don't have to build up this incredibly high reflexes, but thinking through the games and solving some of those missions and puzzles and working very quickly with your hands and your eyes, develop those skills. It's powering your brain. And that's a wonderful thing that you can gain from these online games, right? So the second benefit is more than just fun. You can also learn things. It's also good mental activity and mental exercise, and develops your hand-eye coordination and those kinds of skills. Any other benefit? Yeah, of course. I can think of two more, right? One more is the kind of creativity and expansion that you can do in these games. Because the thing with online games is there really isn't a limit. You are limited only by your creativity. So games like Minecraft, for example, are really popular, like the game we saw in the video, with really young kids. Because the game, just like Legos, but it's Legos in the real world, or in the Minecraft world, where you can build anything, you can travel anywhere, you can solve problems, you can create these wonderful worlds. And there's no limit upon your imagination. And you can only kind of really do this online because it also teaches you cooperation and interaction between other individuals, right? So it's a great way to develop your creativity and to develop your social skills online. Only online games have this aspect of unrestricted, really open, creative worlds, and where you need to work and interact with other people. The final advantage of online games is you get to hang out with your friends. You get to meet new people, you get to build relationships with them, you get to talk to them. You know, sometimes on the other side, they said, look, in online games, you can meet bullies. But hey, I can meet bullies in the real world too. And the benefit of meeting bullies online is I can just cut them off of my life, right? I can be a little bit more powerful online actually than I am offline, because offline I'm kind of physical and the bully is really big. But online I can be far more powerful. I'll just change my avatar, or I'll play a different game, or I'll transport myself to a different world and be away from you. But if not for the bullies, I can also meet really kind, nice, fun, friendly, interesting people. And me and my friends will play online, or I make new friends online, and I maintain that relationship online, and I can meet people from all over the world through those online games, right? So there are some benefits online. Online games aren't that bad after all. What are the benefits? They're fun. They help me de-stress, right? Which is a great thing. Secondly, they help me develop new skills. Thinking skills and hand-eye coordination skills that are really important for general thinking and problem solving. Thirdly, specifically with online games, they help my creativity and social skills, right? Because I can do so many things in online games, and I need to be cooperative, I need to work together with other people. And finally, it helps me make and meet new friends and maintain those relationships with people all around the world. So, what are we left with? We have incredibly popular online games all around the world. We have some really good reasons why we shouldn't be playing these games, or not playing too much of these games. But on the other hand, some really good reasons why maybe we should. Maybe it does give us a lot of benefits. I don't know. I'm sure you can think of more reasons why online games are good or bad. But more importantly, think of a way to balance these things out. Why are some of these reasons stronger than other reasons? And why are some of them more persuasive? Or how can you make them more persuasive compared to these other reasons? And you know, you may need to play some online games to do some research. It's homework. Have fun debating about online games.